The Iron Lady, as she is known, human rights activist Irom Sharmila, has been released from custody in hospital after 14 years. Her release was ordered yesterday by a Manipur court, which said there is no evidence of an attempt to suicide by her. The court ordered the charges be dropped and she be freed. She's been on a hunger strike for 14 years, demanding the withdrawal from Manipur of the Special Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Mohideepa Banerjee joining us. Moni, you were speaking to her for quite a time after she was freed from that hospital designated as a jail. She says she'll continue with a hunger fast?
That's right. Amitabh, right now we are walking out of the premises of the Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences in Imphal, which has been her home for 14 years. And she's being followed by a band of the Myra Paidi, women supporters who are part of the Save Sharmila campaign. And they are walking Sharmila down straight to a little meeting place that they have arranged for her to be in. She is not going home. And yes, Sharmila says that her fast will continue until her demand is met. And her demand being that the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 imposed in parts of Manipur should be repealed. Because, and it was really moving, first of all, she came out with tears in her eyes and then went on to say that the move has made many people, many women, widows, many women have lost their children, their husbands, their fathers because of Armed Forces Special Powers Act, and therefore it needs to be revoked. And therefore her fast will continue. Now this is where a question arises, because in the judgment of yesterday, it is very categorically written at the end that if Sharmila continues on her fast, as she is likely to, then the government must make sure feed her through a nose tube if necessary to ensure her health and safety. What does this mean? Not clear from government sources. They obviously cannot allow her to just stay on fast. That is what the court order says. But Sharmila, as you can see in the pictures, is free from the nose tube now that had been force-feeding her during the last 14 years. Now, if she goes without a nose feed, if she continues to fast, what action will the government take? The court has ruled that Sharmila's move is not attempted suicide. So if the government wants to take her into custody, then under what law will they take her into custody? As Sharmila herself said just now, that this is not attempted suicide, what she is trying to do. She is otherwise powerless, and she is using the only power available to her to demand her rights, and that is fasting. Like Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi was perhaps never labeled a criminal or attempting suicide for his hunger strike, for his fast. And therefore, Irom Sharmila says, it is my only weapon to demand my rights, and therefore should not be considered attempted suicide. I will continue with my fast.
Mohideepa Banerjee reporting on Irom Sharmila and what she told as soon as she was released. Also joining us on the phone line is K.H. Mani, a lawyer there. Mr. Mani, you wouldn't have heard Mohideepa because you joined us a little bit late there. Irom Sharmila is saying she will continue with her fast. The court yesterday said if she does that, the government is within its right to continue to nose feed her. Is that correct?
So I think that after releasing her from the jail, whether she may continue her fasting again or not, it is up to her. But I believe that she might have continued because her demand is to repeal the Armed Forces Special Powers Act from the statute books.
Correct, Mr. Mani, but did the court say that if she continues with a fast, which she has said she will, that the state is within its right to nose feed her, to force feed her? Did the court say that yesterday?
Actually, I cannot hear properly, but the point is that state government may prefer appeal to the higher court, that is to the High Court of Manipur, but it is up to the wisdom of the state government. And I think there may not be good ground for appeal by the state government, but it is up to the government of Manipur.
Right. I was asking you if you can hear me, Mr. Mani, that did the court, the Imphal Sessions Court yesterday,
Yes.
say that if she continues with her fast, the state can force feed her?
Well, actually, in that matter, I have talked in the morning at around 10:30 or 11 a.m. of today with the Sharmila. In that case, she will refuse. Because if she was not arrested, if she is not arrested, then voluntarily she will not be allowed to nose feeding, I think.
Right. Mr. K.H. Mani, Irom Sharmila's lawyer, saying that he feels that if, as Irom Sharmila has just said, and you'll just hear her there, that she will continue with her hunger fast, the state does not have the right to force feed her unless they take her into custody again or arrest her. That's his reading of what the Sessions Court said yesterday. Let's just listen in to Irom Sharmila as soon as she was released, telling Manipur Banerjee that she will continue with her fast till AFSPA is revoked.
God's will.
It's God's will. You are crying. You should be happy. You should be happy. Why are you crying, Irom?
Emotional.
And what do you want to say to everybody today, at this moment?
I need people's mass support when I am in need. I don't know. I know nothing about the government, but I want them getting my demand, giving me my demand.
And what repealing? What is your demand? Tell us why you want it. Why you want AFSPA repealed?
Oh, it is a draconian law.